when they pull us over, we kind of like, whoa. And, back then you couldn't have no blowers. So they get this ready to search the car, and the police is asking us our name. Of course, I don't want to tell him I'm Big U, because that's going to trigger a whole nother thing.
Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Big U. What's up, King?
West, Brody. How you doing?
Oh, man, I can't call it. I might stall it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Rap it again.
It's good to see you, man. Good to see you in the flesh again.
Yes, sir.
We had a great time at Jay's Island for his birthday and everything. We had a real good time. You got a interesting story behind your name.
Mm-hmm.
Big U.
Right.
Can you share that story with my audience?
I don't know the story.
The story you told about why you didn't want to carry your government name. You were saying something about your dad and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, my dad is Eugene, Big U.
Right.
And basically, well, it's kind of a lot of stories in one. I didn't want to take the name after the Italians, because a lot at the time that we was picking gang names, one of those was everybody was taking Italian names, Capone this, Capone that, associating with that.
Right.
And my pops, when I of course know my pops being, he was a street dude in Chicago, coming from Mississippi to Chicago.
Right.
And he was Big U. He was Eugene, and I kind of just took that, because Big U is nothing but Big Eugene.
Right.
And my dad is Big Eugene.
Right.
So it was a lot of factors that played into that on how, I had chose that name, you know what I mean? I kind of like, when I be talking, I feed off of all of those, and they kind of feed into, So it was a lot of things associated with the other names that I have.
Right.
Because I'm called by a lot of different names, I don't know if you know that.
Well, I think I heard that you had about 3 or 4 names, 3 or 4 different names,
3
or
or 4
something like
names.
that. Pardon me for not digging, but what are the other ones?
Well, Big Draws.
Big Jaws?
Big Draws.
Big Draws.
Big Draws.
Nah. We got to stop right there. I can't let that slide. Explain Big Draws.
Well, it's Big Draws. It's kind of like, it's funny because I look at the internet and I hear all these different reasons where the name came from, but it actually came from one of my homeboys named Peanut. And we was bagging on each other.
Okay.
And I told him at that time, I said, this is how it actually came. We was at 59th Street School. We was bagging. And when we was playing basketball, so I just had these short pants on. But back in the days, you remember the Magic Johnson short pants?
Right.
Them suckers would cut your nuts.
Right.
Well, I wasn't wearing them things.
Yeah.
So I had, boxers.
Right.
So my boxers would hang down past the
shorts.
Past the shorts.
Right.
Because I wasn't wearing them tight ass things hugging your nuts. You remember? So we bagging, and that's where the name came from. And actually, we was in somebody else's neighborhood. So this is how I started using it. And I was on the run from the police at the time. This had to been like 88, 89. And we was bagging each other. And so about a week later, I get pulled over by the police. We on a mission. And we hit the corner, the police pull us over. It's me, Sleep, Nutty, and one more homie. We on some bullshit. When they pull us over, we kind of like, whoa. And, back then you couldn't have no blowers. So they get this ready to search the car, and the police is asking us our name. Of course, I don't want to tell him I'm Big U, because that's going to trigger a whole nother thing. So I say, I'm Big Draws. And the man say, what? He say, Big Draws. And he say, back in drawers? Yeah. And the man literally fell on the ground.
Right.
Left laughing. He called the other police over there. And he said, man, tell him your name. So it became this joke. And they ended up like, man, your name really Big Jaws? And they let us go.
Right.
And then when I tell you, that was the perfect time to get let go.
Yeah.
So that's how the names. I was dealing with homies like, man, I felt like I was so hard. I'm like, nigga, I'm so hard I can make any name hard.